All right, got two etudes again, and pretty lengthy, but that's why I asked last night if you still know your scales well, because knowing those, that's going to help a bunch here. So it's all in the key of C or key of A minor, and this first one where you're working on ascending stuff. We always start on the 5th fret. Every string, we're going to start on fret 5. And we always have the same kind of thing. So 1 and a 2 and a 3, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Although technically it's a 6/4 time signature because I wanted each group of notes in its own bar. Basically, yeah, you play that twice, and you work your way up. Finish an octave higher from where you started. So you start with the A note. I'm going to end with the A note. And then next string, we're starting on the D note. And then end with the D note. So, yeah, basically, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 full bars. So you're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. And then hit that octave there. So whatever tempo works for you is what I want you to do. I mean, right now I have it set at 240, which is what you were hitting from the... So yeah, that's the stuff you were playing at 240 yesterday. Of course, it was broken up into smaller portions. So I don't expect you to play this whole thing at 240. If you can, that's awesome. But this is what I want you to do. So maybe start at the 50% speed. If after playing it at 120 beats per minute, if that's feeling really solid, go up a little bit. You can start lower than 120 if need be. So, whatever tempo you need to start at that. I wouldn't bother. I mean, you could start at 60. It's going to be a long piece to play. It'll be close to 5 minutes. So, but anyway, start whatever tempo you need it to be. Practice one string at a time. That's fine. But, stay at a tempo. It's like, yes, I can play it all. It feels good. It's not too challenging, but it's enough I got to still think about it, So maybe that'll end up being 160. That's fine. So just get where you can before you make your video on Monday. So, again, you don't need to play this at 240. I just want you to get to a point where it's like, yes, I'm playing everything correctly. It's challenging, but not too challenging. So, I hope that makes sense. But let's demonstrate this at some different speeds. All right, here we go. Let's try that again. So you got 3 beats to get ready to go to the next string after every string is finished. That's what that rest symbol is for. And you hear on the drums it's going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a... All right, let's go. That was 50% speed. Let's go to 80% next. So that'll be 192 beats per minute. Go 100%. I started too early. One more time. You know, I just finished doing a workout and then got straight into this. It makes it a lot harder to play, man. Holy crap. Okay. Number 2. So this is based off of, obviously, the last thing you were doing last night. And this one I got topped off at 180. So just like number 1, you don't have to get to 180. I just want you to get to a tempo that feels doable, but challenging enough that you got to still pay attention to it. You got to think like, yeah, I'm working here. It's manageable. It's not like a huge struggle. I don't want it to be a huge struggle. I want it to be manageable, make sure everything sounds good. So really just playing in like 4 different positions here. So we got the thing you worked on last night, the 13, 12, 10, 13, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. You're going to do that 8 times. And we go down 12, 10, 8. 10, 8, 7. Oof. And 8, 7, 5. And you end it on the A note there. So throughout that, You got chords changing, basses changing to make it more interesting to play along with. So, again, set it to whatever tempo you need to get started. You can work up pieces at a time, focus on one section at a time. But the goal by the end of the week for your Monday video, find a tempo that you can make it through the whole thing. It sounds good, it's controlled, still challenging, but not over the top difficult. So you don't need to get to 180. If you get there, great. If not, no big deal. It is not mandatory. But here we go. I'm going to start this at 50% speed, so 90 beats per minute. Back to the start. %, next. So 144 beats a minute. I moved too soon. There we go. That's everything. So, any questions come up, let me know, and I will see you again in your videos.